Imagine if the bacteria in your gut could control your cravings and even protect you from food addiction. Intrigued? Keep watching to discover groundbreaking research that could change how we treat eating disorders forever. A recent study has identified specific gut bacteria linked to food addiction and potential protective effects, offering new insights into treating food addiction and related eating disorders. An international team of researchers has pinpointed certain gut bacteria linked to the development of food addiction in both mice and humans, which can contribute to obesity. Additionally, they have identified bacteria that have a protective effect against food addiction, opening new avenues for potential treatments. Professor Elena Martin Garcia explains that food addiction is characterized by a loss of control over food intake and is associated with obesity and alterations in the gut microbiome. Using the Yale Food Addiction Scale, researchers diagnosed food addiction in both mice and humans, finding significant changes in gut bacteria composition. In food-addicted mice, there was an increase in proteobacteria and a decrease in actinobacteria and blautia, mirroring findings in human subjects. The study revealed that increasing beneficial bacteria like blautia through prebiotics led to dramatic improvements in food addiction symptoms in mice. Further research showed that specific microRNAs in the brain also play a crucial role in food addiction, highlighting the complex interaction between gut bacteria and brain function. Understanding this gut-brain connection could pave the way for new treatments for food addiction and related eating disorders.
I'm a practicing gastroenterologist. Even though people think that I'm a full-time YouTuber, you'll be amazed that the gut bacteria is the underlying problem for everything. You name a problem: mental health, cancer, obesity, gut bacteria.
Effectively, you are the god for the bacteria inside you.
That's why they call that as a second brain. I always tell my patients is that when you tear a piece of a package, you're tearing a piece of your gut.
Damn.
What is happening is the biggest epidemic, Ranveer, is not COVID. 10 years from now, it's going to be multi-drug resistant bacteria. So people are going right and left. It's called superbug.
So there's a whole universe inside you. Wow. So if you've basically come out of a vagina instead of come out through a C-section, you're technically healthier for life in some ways.
Pretty much. People think that social drinking is okay. When I grew up, if my father knows that I drink a sip of alcohol, I'll be outcasted from the community. In US, if you say I don't drink alcohol, they're coming to you and then saying, is everything okay with your health? Liver is also an organ that cannot keep on saving you for the rest of your life.
Wow, I love this conversation.
What do we got here? What are we looking at here, huh? Oh boy. Probiotic Gut Support, guys, is live. This product has been in the works for a very, very, very long time. When this company was started, one of the first things we wanted to do was a gut support product. It's that important to us. It's that important to society. It's that important on so many levels. And I'm going to walk you through just a few of the highlights here. But when you get a chance, check out the website and read the description. And obviously, we're going to do a Monday training Zoom on this as well. But I am so excited to bring this to you guys, because when we start talking about gut support, we're talking about brain support. We're talking about disease correlation. We're talking about ways to correct things that have such a profound, fundamental, like foundational impact on our health. There's just like simple things here, like there is 10 times more bacteria, fungi, like just different microbes in our stomach than there is on the rest of our body. This is a big thing. When we're born, that vaginal birth canal is actually what colonizes our gut. It's the first thing. Like that natural birth process is a big thing. Breastfeeding is a big thing. And obviously we're not doing that as much anymore. There's a lot of different types of procedures going on, and then throughout life, with toxin overload and burden, with the food choices we're making, with the different things we're doing, the lack of strenuous exercise, all of these different things are contributing to a gut dysbiosis. Okay, so that is an imbalance of the gut microbiome. There are trillions of bacteria across our body. But when you're talking about the gut, it's an extremely diverse environment. And if you let too much of the bad stuff grow, the bad bacteria, that's called dysbiosis. Has anybody ever heard of C. diff? If you know a family member who've ever had C. diff, you know it is one of the worst things that you ever have to deal with. Guys, they're doing fecal transplants now in hospitals, in mainstream hospitals, like Cleveland Clinic. They're doing fecal transplants because they're using it for bacteria source. They're recolonizing the colon, the colon. All right, it's a big stuff. You know, when you talk about nutrition, you're talking about the food we eat. The first thing that, as soon as you go, you start releasing like salivary enzymes, gastric acid starts firing up just by the smell of food. When you ingest that food, you have digestive enzymes down there and bacteria breaking down the food so that you get an increase in nutrient absorption. I mean, this is, again, like profound fundamental stuff that people don't think about. But I'm going to show you in a minute how important this is and how wide mainstream on the clinical study side that this is going. This is great stuff. So, one other thing too, there's been a sort of a new pop-up diagnosis like called leaky gut and such. I know the mainstream medical system doesn't really recognize it, but it's just a lack of the tight junctions. They're getting more space. And what ends up happening is it's leaky gut is really like inflammatory mediators are leaking into our bloodstream and they're causing a cascade of inflammation. And Ben will tell you, Ben, Lisa, Nora, we always talk about inflammation. That's why the Factor 4 is our top selling product. Top seller, guys. Factor 4, because of inflammation is such a problem. I want to see your guys turn out on this. I want you to show that this is so important to you and that you really want to take control of your health. I really, guys, I encourage you to jump on board with this and show us. Maybe this can become the top seller. I don't know. Factor 4 is that awesome, but this is what we can do. All right, so let's look over here. I'm sharing the screen. Probiotic gut support. First thing I notice is that it's in a blister card. So you have individually packaged things here. This is to protect the integrity of the live bacteria strains, okay? This bacteria, all these bacteria were cultured for this product, for this product. We cultured this, okay? We didn't buy this from some warehouse that's sitting with a bunch of cultures. We cultured it, okay? That's a big deal. Second thing that jumps out to me, and this is crazy. You guys see that highlighted area right here on the price?
Yes.
I don't know how that's possible, Ben. I mean, we really are giving this away. And I'll tell you what, that means you all need to get on board with this now because there's no excuse at that price. That is unbelievable. All right, cool. Next up, we're going to move through. Let's look at the front of the card here. 60 billion CFU of 10 strains. So we know there's 10 probiotics, 9 digestive enzymes. And then we have an organic prebiotic complex, which prebiotic just means it's feeding the bacteria the things that it needs. Typically, it's stuff that the body doesn't digest well, so bacteria eats it. And you'll see those in a moment. Delayed release capsules, up to 70% more utilization of probiotics in a delayed release capsule. All vegetable capsules. You'll see some organic ingredients, of course. Here's the blister card. You can refrigerate it or not, but don't leave it in a hot, humid environment. Not recommended to store in a bathroom. Guys, check this out. Here's our supplement facts. This is the magic stuff right here. So 2 capsules is a serving size. There's 30 servings per container, okay? L-Glutamine. Lisa, maybe you can talk about that at some point. So important, again, for those tight junctions, for the lining of the stomach, for all that stuff. Really important. Glutamine is such a strong player in gut health. We just talked about the strains. Look at each strain. I want you to notice something, too, that we actually have an updated SFP I'm going to show you guys. It shows the strain. No, not many brands have the strain next to the species of bacteria, okay? Very important for you people out there that know what you're looking at. Prebiotic, agave heart artichoke. Perfect for bacterial food, okay? Digestive enzymes. We just talked about how food gets broken down. So important. More studies are supporting the use of digestive enzymes. Licorice root, marshmallow, slippery elm, aloe vera. I will dive into all the detail on these, on how they impact the gut environment. It's incredible stuff. And then down below, other ingredients. Organic rice hulls, so no magnesium stearate, no silicon dioxide, okay? Hypermellose for our delayed release, and a vegetable capsule shell. Wow. All right, awesome. Real quick over here. I'm not going to take so long. Check this breakthrough study links gut bacteria to food addiction and obesity. The 3 below. Recent study has identified specific gut bacteria linked to food addiction and potential protective effects, offering new insights into treating food addiction and related eating disorders. Gut inflammation linked to Alzheimer's disease. Once again. This is like crazy, the amount of studies that are showing the link to neurodegenerative disease. Parkinson's disease is a main neurodegenerative disease. Did you know 20 years prior to Parkinson's diagnosis, people start getting significant constipation? So there's a major link there, guys. So